Update.
Welcome back to our live team coverage of tonight's runoff elections. We want to quickly point out the Attorney General's race is extremely close right now. Gettner Drummond down by about 500 votes.
He's been leading all night, and those numbers just flipped, so we're going to be watching that race for you very closely.
Of course, the biggest race in the state is over. Minutes ago, Mick Cornett conceded to Kevin Stitt in the Republican race for governor.
This one, on the other hand, wasn't really very close throughout the evening. Let's take a look at those numbers. Kevin Stitt jumped out to an early lead, and he has held onto it very consistently. 91% of the precincts across the state are now reporting Kevin Stitt with 55% of the vote to Mick Cornett's 45%. He has been declared the Republican nominee for governor.
News on 6's Lori Fulbright is live in Jenks, where Kevin Stitt just stepped down from the podium just a few moments ago. Lori?
Craig and Terry, yes, Kevin Stitt just had a victory speech moments ago. Now he's here thanking and talking with supporters. He also made a plea to Mick Cornett's supporters and said, look, this is not about being a Republican or a Democrat or who you supported initially. It is about making Oklahoma a top 10 state. So he really believes Oklahoma can be a top 10 in education and in business and other areas, whereas right now, of course, he says we lags. He really believes that what resonated with voters is that he is not a career politician. He has said over and over in his town hall meetings that it is the career politicians who have gotten us into the situation we are in now, and that he believes it's time for a new vision. He says he's going to hit the ground running tomorrow, talking with people, letting them know what his plan is as governor, because of course he has a big election coming up now in November. He said that he is very grateful to everybody who came out and supported him, but of course it's not over at this point. We'll be here throughout the evening. We're going to try to do a one-on-one interview with him, and we'll let you know what he has to say. Live on the scene on the story in Jenks, Lori Fulbright, News on 6.
And News on 6's Brian Dorman is live in Oklahoma City. He was with Mick Cornett's campaign all night, and of course a lot of disappointment over there, Brian.
Yeah, everybody disappointed. Terry, you were talking about that 10-point lead. Gosh, that was the theme of the night, wasn't it? Never did those numbers change. 10-point lead all night with Kevin Stitt over Mick Cornett. The big question here tonight, what happened? All the supporters asking what went wrong. Lots of support, of course, here in Oklahoma City, but Mick telling me earlier that he really felt like he had the support of voters across the 77 counties of Oklahoma and was really surprised by the results tonight. Mick right now coming down Media Row. We're hoping to talk with him here one-on-one. And hoping to carry that interview here live at any moment. But yeah, a lot of questions here tonight about what happened with this campaign. Mick giving a concession speech saying that he won't run for public office again. Live on the scene on the story in Oklahoma City, Brian Dorman, News on 6.
And we just have enough time to get quickly to the results for the first congressional race. Let's go to those results right now. Kevin Hern declared the winner over former Tulsa County District Attorney Tim Harris, a substantial lead, 55% to 45%. Again, Kevin Hern declared the winner in that race.
Another one that wasn't close throughout the evening,
No,
not nearly as close as many people expected. Stay with News on 6. Lots of results still coming in. We'll keep you posted.
Now, the Oklahoma weather expert, Stacia Knight.
It's a busy night with election results, but you know what? We also have a chance for storms. We have a cool front that is approaching eastern Oklahoma. Right now, you can see the showers and storms that are developing out to our west. Now, these storms around the Medford area back up towards Caldwell had developed a little earlier this evening, and they have weakened as they make their trek eastward towards I-35. The front is still back to the west, but as these storms continue moving eastward, I am expecting them to continue to weaken. And as we get into the next couple of hours, possibly some showers and storms moving into western Osage County, western Pawnee County. And then that might even get to the metro back up into southeastern Kansas. That's going to be the first round this morning. Of course, we're not going to let you down when it comes to our weather coverage. We have Brandon Wells out near Burbank, and he is monitoring that line of storms that's still west of I-35. I promise you that I have seen some lightning on his shop this morning, not this morning, but tonight as he looks out to the west there. Temperatures 88 here in Tulsa. There's some cooler spots down around McAllister at 78, but it's warm and muggy for a lot of us. Now, some of those storms, they do still need to be monitored. here is a storm zone for tonight. If you live in western Osage County, portions of Chautauqua County, Kansas, you're still in the running for those stronger storms to impact your location. But notice much of the viewing area is not under that risk because, again, as those storms move into our area tonight, they are expected to weaken. But tomorrow, as that front comes in, it should stall along I-44. So tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, we are expecting more storms to develop, and there's the chance that those could become strong to severe pretty much from I-44 all the way down to McAllister and back over towards Poteau. I think the main corridor would be from I-44 down to I-40 with lesser chances to the south, but it still cannot be ruled out. Our biggest threats are going to be hail up to 1 inch the size of quarters, and also some very strong winds up to 60 miles per hour. And again, this is tomorrow afternoon. Make sure you're staying aware. Download our News on 6 weather app. We do have a very slight tornado risk. It's not zero, but it is very low. We'll be monitoring, of course, for you. So tomorrow morning, as you're headed off to work and school, if your county is here shaded in darker green, that is where the higher probability is. It's about a 40% chance, and chances are going to be highest starting at 6 o'clock in the morning through the late morning hours. And again, it's as that front is coming in. Then in the afternoon, when the front stalls near I-44, that zone for rain and storms will become highest from I-44 down to I-40, and it will be highest through about the 4 o'clock hour, becoming a little more scattered and a little more isolated through the evening hours. Right now we are looking at a 40% chance, and you have to stay aware again because some of these storms could be strong to severe. So this front will come in, it will stall, and you know what? It actually lifts back to the north as a warm front Thursday morning. So it's not over with just yet. Thursday morning, our highest probability is going to be in the far northeast corner of the state. Thursday, the chances for severe storms is pretty slim because most of this is going to be through the morning hours. So it's a 30% chance from 6 o'clock Thursday morning until about lunchtime, and then only a 10% chance in the afternoon. That's the way Thursday shapes up. Once we get into Friday, it is hot and steamy again. Tomorrow morning, if you're planning on doing an outside run, just watch where those showers and storms are located. My suggestion, hit the treadmill inside the gym. For our outdoor practices, you might have to have those indoor practices tomorrow before school with a 40% chance for rain and storms. But in the afternoon, after school practices, some of them could be outdoors. It will be warm, it will be humid, and you have to watch for showers and storms. Some of them, again, could be strong to severe. Our storm trackers are ready to go, and we'll be monitoring for you. So our rain chances will be Wednesday and Thursday, catching a break Friday and Saturday, but unfortunately the temperatures are going up, so we're going to be in the mid-90s Friday and Saturday afternoon. That's just the temperature. Heat index. That's going to be above 100. Hate to tell you. We'll talk more about our Labor Day weekend forecast coming up as well.
Wow, that's going to be a hurrah for the last weekend of summer. Yeah,
it's a good one to be in the pool.
All right, thank you, Stacia.
I'll tell you what, we got quite a bit of drama in some of these races here tonight. We have much more election coverage on the way for you. We're following the biggest races with teams spread out across the state. We will have the latest results and check back into some of those watch parties.
Plus, Broken Arrow voters giving the thumbs up on the largest bond package in that city's history, a $210 million Build Our Future bond. It was broken up into 6 propositions, and voters passed all 6 of those tonight. Here's a look at some of those results.